Have you ever wondered about the relationship between former President Donald Trump and the late financier Jeffrey Epstein? Our journey begins in the late 80s, when the paths of these two influential figures first crossed. Yes, you heard it right. Their association dates back to at least 1987, a time when both were climbing the ladders of their respective fields. Trump, in the early stages of their friendship, didn't hold back his admiration for Epstein, even going as far as to describe him as a terrific guy. Epstein, on the other hand, was more than just an acquaintance, as he was possibly a member or guest at Trump's exclusive Mar-a-Lago club. The bond between them seemed to have been strong enough for Trump to host Epstein at Mar-a-Lago in 1992. It's worth noting that this event wasn't a one-off. Trump's name appeared multiple times on the flight logs of Epstein's private jet, indicating that the two shared more than just casual encounters. However, it's crucial to remember that these connections do not imply any wrongdoing on Trump's part. While they certainly spent time together, there is no evidence to suggest that Trump was involved in Epstein's criminal activities. Though the early association between the two was evident, Trump later distanced himself from Epstein. But why? As much as they seemed to be close acquaintances, Trump and Epstein had a fallout. What led to this? The first cracks in their relationship began to show following Epstein's initial conviction in 2008. After pleading guilty to soliciting prostitution from a minor, Epstein found himself shunned by many in his high-profile network. Around the same time, Trump claimed to have had a falling out with Epstein, although the specifics of their disagreement remain unclear. Trump went on to publicly distance himself from Epstein, denying being a fan of his. This marked a stark contrast to Trump's earlier statements, in which he had described Epstein as a terrific guy. But actions speak louder than words, and Trump's decision to allegedly ban Epstein from his Mar-a-Lago resort in the early 2000s further underscored the deterioration of their relationship. Then, in 2019, Epstein was arrested again, this time on charges of operating a sex trafficking ring involving underage girls. The news sent shockwaves through the global elite, many of whom had rubbed shoulders with Epstein in the past. Epstein's arrest marked the beginning of a new, darker chapter in his life. He was found dead in his jail cell while awaiting trial. A tragic end that left many questions unanswered. But what about Trump? As Epstein's legal woes mounted, Trump continued to maintain his distance. Despite their past association, there is no evidence that Trump engaged in any wrongdoing. He remained a peripheral figure in Epstein's downfall, a former friend turned critic who had seemingly cut ties with Epstein long before his second arrest. Epstein's conviction marked a turning point in his relationship with many, including Trump. But was there more to their association? In 2024, court documents related to Epstein were released. Did these documents shed any new light on Trump's relationship with Epstein? There was much anticipation surrounding the release of these documents, which included emails and transcripts related to a case brought by Virginia Roberts Giuffre against Epstein. The documents were the first in a series of expected releases, promising to provide a more in-depth understanding of Epstein's network and associations. Among the documents was a deposition from Johanna Sjoberg, an individual who accused Prince Andrew of inappropriate behavior. Sjoberg's testimony revealed that she had traveled with Epstein to Atlantic City, where they visited one of Trump's casinos. It's crucial to note that Sjoberg, when asked, denied ever massaging Trump. This testimony adds another layer to the complex tapestry of Epstein's connections. Yet it does not suggest any unlawful behavior on Trump's part. Indeed, Trump's association with Epstein has been well documented over the years. The former president himself has admitted to knowing Epstein since at least 1987 and has described him as a terrific guy. However, Trump has also claimed to have had a falling out with Epstein and has denied being a fan of his. As we delve further into these documents, we find more references to Trump. Yet it's important to reiterate that being named in these documents does not equate to accusations of unlawful behavior. In fact, there is no evidence to suggest that Trump engaged in any wrongdoing related to Epstein's offenses. The Epstein documents serve as a grim reminder of the financier's illicit activities and the vast network he operated within. While they provide a more detailed account of Trump's association with Epstein, it's necessary to approach the information with a balanced perspective. While the documents offer a glimpse into Trump's association with Epstein, it's crucial to remember that presence in these documents doesn't equate to guilt. So, what can we gather about the relationship between Trump and Epstein? Let's summarize the key points we've discussed. We've established that Trump and Epstein had a known association dating back to the late 1980s. Despite this initial connection, Trump later distanced himself from Epstein following his conviction. The recent release of Epstein documents has reignited interest in this relationship, with Trump's name appearing in testimonies and depositions. However, it's crucial to note that Trump's presence in these documents does not indicate any wrongdoing on his part. His association with Epstein, while documented and undeniable, does not equate to involvement in Epstein's illicit activities. The relationship between Trump and Epstein is complex and marked by numerous twists and turns. However, it's essential to separate speculation from fact, and remember that association doesn't automatically imply guilt.